Hello and welcome to Funnel Forging here at Sales Process. My name is Tamara and I am your weekly host here for the Funnel Forging call. And I'm looking forward to today's training. We are going to be going over a feature inside of your sales process account. For anybody who has ever used ManyChat, ManyChat is a software that you can use to connect to your Instagram or your Facebook, and you can use this to automate providing comments on your posts and getting people to respond and sending them links to your different offers, to register for webinars, all sorts of different things. And this used to be an additional software that you always had to pay extra for and had to go outside of sales process for and connect on the outside and then integrate it through jump through lots of hoops and make it really complicated. But now, inside of your sales process account, you can set up basically the same thing. And so we're going to be going over that this class. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I see some more people. That's awesome. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Julie, Barath, Victor is here. Awesome. All right. So, this really ties in to the sales process framework that we teach here, this feature that we use, because it becomes a really important traffic source for you. It becomes a traffic source that promotes lead generation, right? And so as business owners, we're always looking for new leads. We're always trying to find new ways to attract new people into our business. And so this ties in with our sales or with our framework for the exponential growth formula. So I will start there. I'm going to share my screen. And there we go. So we teach the exponential growth formula. Oh, it's asking me to sign in. Just one second, guys. I was all signed in and Google's kicking me out here. There we go. We're back. All right. We use the exponential growth formula here at Sales Process to give you a guide to follow. What is the next right step? What is the next thing that you should be focusing on for your business to grow your business, right? And so this is the growth formula that Peng Jun and his team use, and this is what we teach here. This is the 5 core components that every business needs to focus on and to systemize for your growth in your business. We need to focus on leads. We need to focus on conversions. Conversions are, what are the sales? How often are we selling in our business? How well are we selling? And how can we increase those conversions? The average cart value is the third pillar of this formula. And that is to be able to increase your overall cart value when you make a sale. And we use a lot of different tools inside of the sales process software to get that done. And then we have the number 4 is frequency. How can we increase the frequency of leads? How can we increase the frequency in conversions? How can we increase the frequency in sales, right? And then number 5 is how we tie it all together. It's the foundation of our business. It's our systems and our processes. And so this is the formula that we focus on here at Sales Process. Now, the framework that we use when we talk about this formula, how do we make this framework or this formula work, right? What are what's the framework that we need to make the formula work? And this is the framework. We need to be able to address our market. We need to be able to attract our market. So that's our audience right here, right? How do we grab their attention? How do we get their attention? And then how can we communicate or bring them into our world through our marketing, through sales, through our content, right? And so today we're talking about the Instagram and Facebook automations that we can build inside a sales process. And so that is really the conversations here. That's we're focusing on this source of traffic today in this training. And the purpose of this training is to get more leads and be able to have more conversations with the people interested in our business. And the more conversations that we have, the more sales we're going to make. That's just it's a proven number that the more conversations we have, the more sales we make. And so then the point of the conversations is to lead to the top of our funnel, right? And at the top of our funnel is where all of our lead magnets live, our webinar registrations, our challenge funnels, our event funnels, our low ticket funnels, right? And once we get them into our world, then we want to process them through our funnel. But today's training is going to focus on the conversations, how you can set up those conversations inside your sales process account and do a little bit of an automation to make your life a little bit easier, and also to open up the opportunities to have more conversations. So does that sound like a good idea for today's training? Yeah? Awesome. Okay. So we're going to jump into your sales process account, and I hope that everybody feels comfortable following along with me here. Please feel free as we go through this training to unmute and ask any questions that you have. Don't feel like you're interrupting me or anything. Please note that I will stop for questions once in a while, but if you have a question in the moment, feel free to unmute or also pop your question in the chat. I'll check that as well. So we are going to hook up some automations so that the purpose of this is going to be, have you ever seen on Instagram or Facebook, they'll say, comment free guide down below and I'll send you my free guide. Have you seen that out there in the social media world where they'll say that and you wonder, okay, well, I'll put free guide and then they will send you their free guide. Well, that is all an automation that is set up inside, and they can be using a number of different tools. One of the tools, like I mentioned at the beginning of this, was ManyChat. Used to be the go-to, right? That was the one that everybody was using to make these automations happen. But you have that feature and that system inside of your sales process account, and it doesn't cost you any more money. It doesn't cost you anything else. Like, this is something that you can set up inside here. The first thing that we have to do is we have to go and connect your Facebook account and your Instagram account. We have to integrate that with your sales process account. Now, maybe you have already done that. And if you have, that's great. If you haven't, we're going to walk through it together now. So yes, the free guide. Everybody wants the free guide, right? That's right, Margaret. Okay, so inside of your sales process account, we first off have to hook up our Facebook and our Instagram accounts. Now, a couple things to make note of here is that we can only hook up Facebook business pages, and we can only hook up Instagram business pages. So they have to be business pages. They can't be a personal profile. It has to be a business page. So I want to make note of that. And then down on the left-hand side of your sales process account, we're going to click on settings. And that's going to bring us into this different screen here, where we are going to go over to integrations right here on the left-hand side. And we are going to click on integrations. And you're going to see that you probably have your Facebook and your Instagram here, but if it's not connected, it'll probably be grayed out. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to connect it. And so you'll press the button to connect that, and it will ask you to log into your Facebook. So
quick question, Tamara.
Yeah. Yes, Karen.
Yeah. Hi, morning.
Hi.
So it's not possible with LinkedIn, right?
LinkedIn, yes.
It is. Oh, that's good.
You can connect LinkedIn, but it doesn't, you can't connect it to automations yet.
Oh,
There's no
that's a
way to
pity.
automate LinkedIn. Yeah.
Mm.
No, you can only collect, you can do lead generation by mapping lead forms on LinkedIn, but you can't do this particular training that we're doing today on
Oh,
LinkedIn. Okay.
okay, thanks. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
clear.
So here, um, in this one, you can connect your Facebook and your Instagram. Remember, it has to be your Facebook business profile and it has to be an Instagram business profile that you connect. And you can see here that I have mine connected. And I just have to choose which one I want to add. So I'm just going to click on this one here. I also have the ability, once this is connected, I actually, I'm going to disconnect this and then I'll reconnect it just so I can walk through it with you guys. So I'm going to refresh my page here so it looks the same. Oh, and it's still showing as connected. I was scared it was going to do that. Sometimes it doesn't disconnect when I want it to. Let's see. Disconnect. And we've got Kate coming. Okay, perfect. All right. So now we can see that the Facebook is disconnected. Now, if you are a social media manager and you are running your client's social media, you also have the opportunity to connect more than one Facebook business profile here at a time. But the first thing you have to do is you have to go into labs because this is a new feature. So down here in the left-hand corner, there's this, it's called labs and it says new here. We're going to click on labs. And here you have the opportunity to turn on a beta feature. So this is a feature that the development team has released, but it's in beta. And so you have the choice to turn it on or turn it off. And now you can hook up more than one Facebook and Instagram page. So this is very helpful if you run social media for more than one account. If it's not just for your business account, if you have clients' accounts that you run as well, you can connect those here. And this is a beta feature, so the development team loves to hear back from you. So if you're using this feature and you encounter any bugs or would like to share some feedback about how you wish something worked a different way, you can always come in here and click on the submit feedback button and it shows you here, it'll give you your email address. You can send a subject line, a message. You can upload any sort of links or anything like that, screenshots that you want to share, and you can submit that straight. It goes straight to the development team for feedback on how the beta features are working. But I just want to point it out that if you do want to hook up more than one Facebook account or Instagram, you can toggle this on and then you'll have the ability to do that. So we're going to go back to integrations. And we're going to go and we're going to connect. So we'll connect our Facebook. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's try that again. I'll refresh my screen. And we'll click connect. And we're going to click, this is just going to allow me to be connected there. And then, oh, I know it's trying to connect to my sales process Facebook profile. 1 second. I have to log out of here. I'll just stop sharing so I can log into my other Facebook profile. I have way too many Facebook profiles. That's the problem. Now it wants my secret code. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to have to disconnect this one again and try to connect in a different way. There we go. Okay. So I'm all connected back in here again, and I'll share my screen. There we go. So once you have this connected, you can click into here. You can manage the different pages that you have access to if it's more than one. So you want to connect here and click update so that you can make sure that you can access both your Facebook and your Instagram account. And then this is if you were running Facebook ads and you wanted to map the Facebook ads form, the lead form, to your sales process account. But I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to just focus on this here. So, okay. So now that we have this connected here, we are going to go and we are going to set up an automation. So we're going to go back to, we're going to click on go back, and we are going to go to our automations over on the left-hand side here. And we are going to set up an Instagram DM where somebody can make a comment on a post and it will fire off or trigger an automation on our end. So inside of the workflow here, we're going to actually go to create workflow and we're going to use a recipe. So we're going to select a recipe right here. And there are several different recipes that you can use. You can see here, there's one for Instagram comments, there's Facebook comments, and there's this one with, you can use with AI that can respond to the Facebook comments, but we're just going to do a simple one with an Instagram comment automation. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to click on select. And what this does is it opens up inside here, and I'm just going to change this. I'm going to put in my title up here so I know which one is mine. And this is a pre-built workflow. So that means that it's basically a template that you're going to use, and you're going to set it up so that you can connect it to your social platforms now. So here we want to click on this trigger here. And here how it says Instagram is going, what I want to happen is someone's going to comment on one of my Instagram posts. And I have to tell the system which page is it. And so I'm choosing my Instagram page here. And here I can tell it which post it is. So it's what it is. I'm telling it here, is it a custom post? So that would be if I was running an Instagram ad, I would choose custom. Or is it a published post? And so normally it's going to be a published post unless you're running Instagram ads. And I can actually just leave it like this. And so if I leave it like this, this means that I can run this automation on any published post on my Instagram account. And then I can build this out for anyone, or I can add an additional layer of filters here. And I can say which post it is. So I can choose which post it is. And so this one will, it tells me kind of the title of the post. And then I can also say, what is the phrase or what is the exact word that I want them to have to put on the post? So if I want exact match, or you can choose contains phrase, but exact match means it has to be the correct letter case. So if it's in uppercase or lowercase, it has to be the exact. So if you use contains, then you can make it a little bit more forgiving. So if people don't use the right case, it can still fire. So here you would put in here free guide, right? So what I'm saying to them is I'm going to post this on Instagram and I'm going to say, comment below to get my free guide. And so they're going to say, the comment is going to be free guide.
Tamara,
Jane,
does
do you have
that
a question?
Yeah, only because I don't want to get away from that. Does the ad have to be created in sales process, or can it be one that you've created directly on Instagram?
On Instagram, because what you do if this is not published post, so if we go back to here and we say custom, then what it is it's going to say post is, and you have to put a link in here to the ad. So you're going to actually put the link to the Instagram ad here.
Okay, so if it's an ad, but I mean, otherwise, like, because sometimes you post things directly onto Instagram versus, using the scheduling of sales.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you schedule it. Doesn't matter.
Okay. I just didn't know if it had to be tied into our sales process. Okay.
No. Okay. So let's say here that it is contains phrase and is free guide. Okay, whoops. Let's be able to spell first. There we go. All right. And then we're going to save that trigger. So now we have actually physically hooked this up to my Instagram account. Okay. And what we're saying is that anybody who comments free guide on this Instagram account or this Instagram post is going to receive whatever we decide down here. Okay. So we're going to click save. And then we're going to say, what do we want to respond on the comment? So what this does is it replies to the person's comment where they write free guide. They're going to say, I'm going to respond to them. I'm going to like the comment. I'm going to like their comment. So you can turn that on. Like their comment, I'm going to say, hey, check your DM. Or thanks for showing interest. Please check your DMs. And I can add a bunch of responses. Amazing. Check your DM for the guide. And what the system does, the more variations that I provide here, it toggles through here. So it doesn't look like such a robotic response, right? So you can create as many responses as you want. And if you get a whole bunch of people responding, it will sort of use these responses randomly so that it looks more like a human is responding. Okay. It's also going to like every comment that they put on your post, and it will respond with one of these answers. So you can make as many responses as you want. Okay. And you can delete these, you can change them in any way that you want. Okay. Then once you have that, you're going to click save. And then here is the piece in this automation where we set it up so that you're going to reply to the comment by a DM. So you're going to send them a message on Instagram. So what do you want this message to say, right? You can say anything you want. You can put in here, you can even use custom values. So a custom value will grab their personal name, like if they have a first name on their Instagram profile, it will use that. So you can use the custom values here if you want, or you can also just make it generic. You can say, hey, and then you have some options down here to deliver the guide. You can deliver it with instructions for them to click on the button to download your free guide. And so you would choose the guide here and you would put the link to the PDF. So your guide is like a digital copy of a PDF or a digital copy of a template. You would put the share link here. That would be, and you would put on here, download.
Technical question on that, Tamara.
Yes.
Is it better to do something like this versus like setting them to a whole funnel?
So here's the thing, Jodine, the reason I like this is because it prevents the rub of them having to fill out their information, right?
Right. That's what I was thinking. So
Yeah.
how, are you capturing that then at all, or you're just using Instagram?
Yes. This comes in and it creates a contact record for them based on their Instagram profile.
Okay. That's good. All right.
So in here, the system is even able to recognize if they provide, if you ask them to provide you with their email address. So here you can, so I want to show you a couple scenarios here. You can say, hey, thanks for grabbing my free guide. Click the button below to download the guide. Okay. And then what it does is it will create a button. Or what you can do instead of a button is you can create quick replies. Now, a quick reply, and so this is what I like about this, is I could say, hey, thanks for grabbing my free guide. What's your email address? And I'll shoot it over. Oops. And you can put a quick reply is perfect. My email address. Oh, it's only going to let me write 20 characters. Okay, so that's not great. So here I would put my email is ... And that could be one of the, all they have to do is click on that as a reply, and then they could type in their email address. And the system can recognize the format of an email address, and it will attach that to their contact record in sales process.
And
So
will they then also send the document by email?
Yeah, so then what you can do is you would set up another step down here after they sent the quick reply. You would send them a DM and send the, you could either send it by DM or you could send it by email to send them the guide.
Wow. I have one more question, Tamara.
Yes, yes.
Can you also choose which language? Because I'm communicating in both Dutch and English.
Okay, so that's a tough one because do you have two different Instagram profiles that you use, one for English, one for Dutch?
No, actually, I'm on LinkedIn, so I still need to then, see whether Instagram is going to work for me. But
okay, yeah. So you can actually switch your entire sales process account to Dutch. Did you know that?
no, but that's then Dutch only. So I'm half
Right.
in Malaysia and half in the Netherlands. So
okay, yeah.
So we have clients in both countries.
So just speak Spanish and you'll be set.
Good idea.
Sorry, I thought of that right away, and I was like, "Oh, I better be quiet." But yeah.
So Karen, do you put like up an English post on your your LinkedIn,
English
and then
post.
you put in a Dutch post?
No, I only put English post. But if Dutch people react to my post, it's pretty normal to react back in Dutch.
Okay. So there is no way to really filter that out and see which language they're speaking, right? like, I'm trying to think, there's not even a condition for language that you could say, are they speaking English or did they respond in English or did they respond in Dutch?
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I guess, well, they understand English, so it will not be
Okay.
an issue, but it would be more natural to respond in English, but
In
in Dutch,
yeah.
sorry. But that's clear. Then that's
Okay.
not the
Yeah,
case.
we don't have
Yeah,
a way for that to so.
but couldn't you have kind of a questionnaire where would you like this in English or would you like it in Dutch? And then you have two different systems that, they go into either A or B, and then the A is, I mean,
You
it's
could
identical,
do
but
that.
I'm just
You
saying
could
if it,
ask them.
yeah.
You could say, okay, we could set it up so that there's buttons. And you could
Oh yeah.
say, hey, thanks for wanting my free guide. Would you prefer to receive it?
I mean, nowadays with AI able to translate it, it's so much easier. You
The
could
only
say,
problem I'm seeing here is that, so if we have it as, let's get rid of that. Okay, so if we put a button here, the only thing is it has to have a link. That's the problem. So it can't be like an A/B test.
but couldn't you put in a quiz? Like if you had the quiz, you know how when you
Well,
do the
you'd have to
quiz,
connect it to a quiz, and then that defeats the whole purpose of the comment automation, right? Because that turns into a form.
But I don't need a Dutch guide, actually. It's just the reaction should be in Dutch.
Yeah, to being Dutch. Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. You can't do that automatically here. You can't filter
Okay.
it out. So
I guess they need to
yeah.
read my English then.
Yes. Okay. I'll just put this back in here. Okay.
Thanks.
So then here, again, this is where you're going to put your link for your PDF. So if it's the free guide or whatever. So I'll just put in here, I'm just going to put in Google for a link. And then here is where you're going to decide. So a lot of this depends on human behavior. And as much as we would love to be able to predict human behavior, we can't always. Normally, when this thing functions, people are pretty responsive. When they comment, this fires off immediately. But sometimes they might not click the button to grab the PDF, right? Maybe they don't respond. What we have to do here is we have to set a minute timer for a timeout. So what happens to the contact if they don't reply, if they don't click the button to download the guide? We need to either do a follow-up with them and say, hey, I noticed you didn't grab the guide yet. Here it is again. So usually you can put in here, this is a wait step. It's always defaults to 1 minute, which I think that's too short. We want to give them more time to respond. Is 30 minutes a good step? It really depends on how your person responds. It's based on human behavior. So sometimes there's going to be errors. If they wait more than 30 minutes to click on the download button, they're already going to be moved to the next step. So I'll show you what I mean here. So if we click save, now what we have here is we have two paths. The person will get this message sent to them in their DMs, and it will have a button with download the guide here. If they don't click on that button, in 30 minutes, they go into what we call a default timeout. So we have to decide at that point, what are we going to do to follow up to get them to get the free guide, right? So in this case, you can put in another step, right? You can send them another Instagram DM. and say, you know, hey, I noticed you didn't grab the guide. Here's the link. Right? And you can put in your link here. And that's kind of like a follow-up. And the thing to remember is that Meta is the company that owns Facebook and Instagram, has very strict rules. Once you open up a conversation over DM with a business, and your Instagram is a business profile, your Facebook's a business profile, you only have 24 hours to have that conversation back and forth, right? So you always only have 24 hours from the moment that you or that the customer replied to you, or that the contact replied to you. So if they just ignore your message, then you get to a point where you can't follow up with them anymore because it passes that 24-hour period. And so that's just part of the rules of DMing someone or sending someone a private message on Instagram or Facebook. Okay. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows that. And so you can do a follow-up here. If they download your free guide, you may want to add a tag to them, right? So maybe you want to add the tag that they downloaded the free guide, right? So you can add a tag. Maybe you want to put them into a nurture sequence. You can add them to another workflow. And you just have to tell the system which workflow to add it to, right? So here we build out, once they download the guide, what do we want to happen? So that's kind of the build out here. And then really, if they don't respond, you have to make a decision at that point of what you want to happen. If you feel like, what you can also do is put a go-to step here. You could put a go-to step. And if they don't reply, you could just add them to your nurture sequence here if you want. And that gives you an opportunity to stay in contact with them, to send them emails, right? If you collect their email address. So there's all kinds of different things that you can do. It just depends on what makes sense for your audience, what you want to do. So now that you have this set up, we have to publish it. And now this is set up on my Instagram. If we go and check out Instagram, let's just see, I'll have to probably log in. I'll just stop sharing and get logged in here.
Tamara, can you have multiple of these going on in sales process?
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Can you do this in LinkedIn?
No. Unfortunately not. All right, I'm getting logged in here.
I got notice that I was fact-checked for November 26th. I just caught it today. I'm like, I thought they weren't doing that anymore.
On Facebook?
Yeah. Today.
Oh, I thought they got rid of their fact checkers.
Actually, yes, it was today. It was on Facebook, and then it said because I just deleted it because it was something that I'd shared.
Yeah.
And so then it said, do you want to delete it off of Facebook or just Facebook, or do you want Facebook and Instagram? So it was both of them. I was really surprised because
Yeah.
and the only thing I can think of is that pre-election, and they're still following through on that because that was November
Oh, maybe.
26th.
Yeah, yeah.
But still,
So
that doesn't make sense.
was it a political message?
Probably,
Ah.
knowing me. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that, I mean, November 26th, that's still pretty close to, January, or when was election? I don't remember. It's been a whirlwind.
November, right?
I feel like I've
November.
been, what was the date? Do you remember? I feel like I've
November
been,
4th, right? Isn't your election November 4th?
I don't know, you're my Canadian neighbor. You're supposed to know all that stuff.
Why do I know more about your country than you do? Huh?
I put a note
Why
up.
is
I was
that?
like, I feel like I've been thrown into a political or a American government college crash course in the last 3 weeks, and
Oh, goodness.
I want my diploma.
Yeah, right? Sorry, I'm just trying to get my profile logged in here.
Hey, but thanks to all of my political comments that I've made in the last 3 weeks, I've now made $10 off of Meta.
Oh, you're causing a ruckus out there. Hey?
Little bit.
Okay, so
It's crazy though, because I have had more conversations with people, since the whole fact check that I didn't even know were in my realm. I mean, it's been kind of nice because a lot of times if you would ever say anything objective, you would just get shadow banned. Like, nobody would respond, or you'd get like 5 views. So not that I'm getting thousands. I used to, post and get 2,000 to 3,000 post or views like instantly, like when Clubhouse, when COVID was going on. It was nothing for me to get 2,000 to 3,000 views on a post. And now I might get up to 1,100. But that's it.
wow.
So, and lately I've been getting 200 to 300, but then I'm getting shares and then also views, which I, hadn't been getting prior to that. So go figure.
Okay, for some reason it's not letting me log into sales process. So what I'm going to do is I can't do it on my desktop, but I'll do it from my phone. I'm going to, on my Instagram, I'm going to comment, and I'm going to comment free guide, and then I'll show you what happens after I comment that. All right.
Nice to see that.
So we see here. Make sure. Okay, it looks like something wasn't hooked up properly. Hold on a sec. See if I can. All right, let's try that again.
Are we having to reconnect like every 30 or 60 days?
So Meta only lets you stay connected for, I believe it's 60 days.
That's crazy.
Yes. And so then you'll receive an email notification in your account that's hooked up to Sales Process, and it will say your Facebook profile has expired. You have to go in and reconnect it. So, but that's a Meta thing. And LinkedIn does it too. You have to connect it through LinkedIn as well. You only get so many days. Okay, so it is not liking my integration here for some reason.
But then your integrations, they stay, right? You don't need to do it all over again. Or
you just have to log back in. So Meta and Instagram and LinkedIn, you can only be hooked up to a different software for a certain number of days. So it doesn't matter if it's Sales Process, if you're using an outside like Metricool social media scheduler, you have to re-log in every single time.
Yeah, but imagine like you have created your integration for Facebook. So, and you need to log in again, then your whole integration or your, what is it called, what we just created, that will still be there, or you need to do it again?
No, you don't have to build the whole workflow again. Just all you have to do is just log back into Facebook. So just go into integrations and log back in.
Oh, okay.
So that's all you have to do.
And when you get that email, it will link you to, all you got to do is like click it and it will take you right.
Yeah, it takes you right to it. It's just a click. Yeah. Okay, so it's not working on my Instagram site right now. I'm not sure why. Does anybody want to test it on their site?
I can. Are you camera?
Okay.
To click on yours or to
actually like go through and check your site and see if we can get it hooked up in your Sales Process account. Do you have your Facebook and stuff integrated and you can share your screen with us, Jodine?
I'm on my phone. If somebody else,
oh,
if not,
okay. Somebody else have a screen they don't mind sharing with us? My my Instagram connection, I have to troubleshoot it. It looks like because it's not connecting.
if you want to log into mine, you could do it. Oh, or you can go ahead, Karen, too. Whoever.
No, I just wanted to say for me, it doesn't really make sense because for me, it's all LinkedIn and not Facebook.
You're all on LinkedIn. Yeah. So anyway, if it had worked, if I can troubleshoot the integration and show you, but let me just grab my screen share again.
Is your Instagram account hooked up to Sales Process?
Yes, it is. I integrated it at the beginning of the. So here, if we go into the automation.
It might be that you need to or log out. You don't have to do it now, but I've had that where it didn't work. And then when I came back,
log out and log back in. Yeah.
Right. So that might be why it's not working.
Yes, you're right. That could be it. So anyway, let's just go over what triggers the automation. The trigger on the automation is commenting the word free guide on the Instagram post that we selected here. So if you want it to be for any post that you have on Instagram, you would delete this line out. And so then it could be on any published post. You could put the word free guide on any published post. Okay. So if we did that, that would be the trigger. And then the first thing that happens is once they type out free guide as a comment, then the system will go ahead and it will respond to their comment. It will reply to that comment with one of these variations of comments, and it will also like their comment. So that helps boost engagement on your post. And then it shoots them a DM. It'll shoot them a direct message on the on Instagram saying, here, click this for your free guide. And you can choose the button and you would put in here the link for the PDF. Okay. And then there is 2 branches, and there always will be 2 branches, because you have to have instructions for the system. If it goes over the 30 minutes or whatever it is that you put in the timeout wait step here, it has to be under 24 hours. And this is always in minutes. It's always in a minute calculation. So if you want it to be for 2 hours, you're going to put in 120 minutes. Okay. But we always have to tell the system, what do we do if they don't click the button? What should the system do? And so here we're following up with another DM saying, hey, I noticed you didn't grab the free guide. Here's the link again. If they grab the free guide, we're sending them down this path. We're adding a tag to their contact record, and then we're throwing them into our nurture sequence if we have one, right? If we have their email address, we can throw them into the nurture sequence and send them additional emails to have more conversations with them. But this is how you can build this automation inside of your sales process account and hook it up to either Instagram or Facebook. Those are the only 2 social platforms that it works on right now.
And Tamara, one question.
Yes.
So it's just the business account, right? You need to post on your business account, because when I know many people actually are on their personal account and they get like thousands of reactions where you need to write a free guide, etc. So I guess that's also automated, but here that's not possible, right?
No, it's only for your business accounts, and it will be on their Facebook business page that they're doing that on, or they have set up professional mode on their personal profile.
Oh, that's also possible?
That's possible if it's in professional mode.
Oh, okay.
On Facebook.
That's what I have. Professional.
You have to have it on professional mode. So that's a setting inside of your Facebook account that you can turn on.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So for the contest that we run inside of the sales process Facebook group, we assign homework every office hours. And today's homework is going to be this particular workflow. Take a screenshot of this workflow, and we're going to post it inside the Facebook group with the hashtag sales process wins. And that will be your entry for this week's funnel forging call. And just because we have a few different faces here, I'm going to go over the contest and everything that you can win.
While you're pulling that up, Tamara, just be mindful when you do your Facebook for personal profile or business profile, you will get exposed to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So you'll get a lot of strange comments. So just be prepared for that.
Strange comments? What do you mean?
Because it goes everywhere. Like it's not just like, so you'll get obnoxious, I mean, there's nice ones too, but there'll be people that you don't know, and they have strong opinions on Facebook. But I'm just forewarning you. So you're like, I don't know that person, right? And I'm not friends with them. And that's because you have that professional on. It gets a wider spread.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
So like
thanks.
Example of that, just yesterday I posted my girl's barrel race. So Secretariat, the horse, his birthday and stuff was coming up. So there was it was just a picture of him running down the track. And I just put on there, if you know, you know. And I've gotten like 300 interactions with that now. And, it has nothing to do with what I do normally. And, most of those people are not in my normal feed, but because I have that professional. And this particular post, there's been, good comments and stuff on there. But I've done, sometimes I've posted stuff and I'm like, where are these people coming from? And then I'd forgotten how I had it set up. So does that make sense?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so here is our contest that we have inside the Facebook group. You just have to post a screenshot of the homework. So the homework was this workflow here. So just take a screenshot of that, and then you can post that inside the Facebook group. Use the hashtag sales process wins. That helps our team find your entries in the Facebook group. And you have the opportunity to win one of 3 prizes at the end of February. So first prize is an exclusive hot seat with Peng Joon, and he will take the time to sit down with you, go over your offer. He'll go over your funnel. He'll talk to you about how you are marketing your offer and what he would do if this was his offer. And so he'll sit there and give you all of his good advice for marketing your offer. And you'll also get a ticket to the Internet Mastery Retreat Live, which they are hosting in March in Malaysia. And it is a live event, and you'll get a ticket to go there. So that's first prize. Second prize is a one-on-one traffic and ad strategy with Marcus. Marcus is the genius behind Peng Joon's advertising for both sales process and for all of his business coaching that he does. And so Marcus will look at your ad performance. He'll recommend some targeting for you. He will recommend insights on how to do split testing and how to get the most out of your ad spend. You'll also get the ticket to the Internet Mastery Retreat. And then the third prize is the Internet Mastery Retreat ticket to go and attend live in Malaysia in March, to go and spend some time with some amazing business owners. So in the next 48 hours, if you can post your homework in the Facebook group, use the hashtag sales process wins. And this should be actually February. We are now on February. So at the end of February, the team makes a draw from all the entries from the homework assignments, and they will tell you who has won. They'll make an announcement in the group. And so you have an opportunity 5 times a week to get your homework posted in the group. Every Monday through Friday, the hosts of the office hours will be going over training, and will also assign a homework assignment to post into the group to get an entry into the contest. I'm here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I host the Funnel Forging call and the CRM Connect call. And then we have some other hosts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Tamara?
Yes.
Because we have the sales process, I got an email saying that we were invited to that event because we had a full account.
Yeah, if you have the annual account, you are eligible for a free ticket to the event. Yes.
So I won a free ticket.
Cool.
That one, I only did like 1 or 2 assignments, so I didn't expect anything, but because my duck is so speedy.
Yes.
But anyway, what do you think my chances are of, because I probably won't be able to make that because I can't fly over to Malaysia.
Okay.
But what are my chances of being able to exchange that for a one-on-one with Peng? Do you think that would?
You can definitely ask the team for sure. Like, just send in a request through support at sales process and see what they say. Like, all they can say is no, right? So
right. But I saw that and I'm like, wait a minute, I won that. How come like,
yeah.
I guess the big thing is if I was going, then I could bring somebody with and say, hey, I got an account and I won one. So
right. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? So all they can say is no.
Well,
so
if
definitely ask.
Does anybody need a ticket? Because if they do, let me know. I'll be nice and share if they'll let me.
I don't know if they will do a ticket transfer or not. I'm not sure about the rules they have for that. So check with support first before you give it away. So all right, guys, it was amazing to see everybody. And I am back here again on Victor, the replay can be found. I'll show you. Great question. Show you where you can find the replay. If anybody is looking for the replays, you can find them here inside of the Sales Process University. If you haven't signed up for Sales Process University yet, you have to enroll first. And then once you log into Sales Process University, let me just go here and see if I can bring that up.
And while she's doing that, you'll get notification that you have to register for the days. Go in and register every once in a while, so that it actually syncs to your calendar, because then you're not searching all around. Because I use like Google, and so every day it pops up on my calendar in Google, so that it's all synced in, and it makes it so much easier. Otherwise, you're like trying to figure out who's on first, where's second, who's got third.
Yeah. So then once you get into Sales Process University, you'll have a search bar at the top here, and you can just put in office hours replay, and it will take you to the office hours, and they are categorized by days. So all of Launchpad Mondays are the most recent one, will be at the top. So you have to scroll down until you find, like, today would be funnel forging. So it will go up here. It will go at the top here. Once the team, like it takes a while for the recording to render, and then they will post it here inside of the office hours. So hopefully that helps, Victor, for you to find that in there. All right. Great to see everybody. Good luck with the contest. I hope you guys win, and I will see you again on Thursday for the CRM Connect call.
Thank you so much, Tamara. It was really
Thank you.
useful.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.